sign in to vote. You can't see my passwords and stuff, guys. I earned a badge. You earned a badge for connecting your account. Game of the year. All right, we've got Alan Wake 2, Alan Wake 2. I mean, I love the game. It's Alan Wake 2. Best game direction. Alan Wake 2. Next category. Honestly, it's probably just going to be Alan Wake 2. Wait a second. Keep going. Moving on. Best narrative. Final Fantasy 16 had a pretty good narrative. And then at the end, it lost me. Like the back half, totally. I didn't like, and I get that it's Final Fantasy, so they always battle, you know, a deranged deity. But I really felt like the first half, narratively, sort of promised more of a grimdark, like to use like fantasy nomenclature, but sort of that Game of Thronesy political. Like the villains would be human, right? It'd be like human greed and avarice that propelled the story. Something a little like a more mundane villain, and it wasn't that, so it can't be that. Alan Wake 2. Best art direction. It's gonna. I want to put Alan Wake 2, but like, are we just? I mean, Hi-Fi Rush was really good. Hi-Fi Rush had really good art, but so did Mario. Between Hi-Fi Rush and Mario, Alan Wake 2. Best score and music. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 had some incredible music. Incredible music in Final Fantasy 16. And Hi-Fi Rush, I mean, was a game about music. And some of the stuff in there was really, really good. Alan Wake 2. And that's not even, I know it's getting ridiculous. I just keep voting for Alan Wake 2, but it was so good. The music in Alan Wake 2 is, I'm sorry, it's Alan Wake 2. I'm not sorry. I'm right. Keep going. It's Alan Wake 2, dude. They're getting mad. They don't like all this Alan Wake 2 business. And we're back. Best performance. Melanie Liebert did a great job in Alan Wake 2. But I do, in this case, I gotta say, Ben Starr in Final Fantasy was a really good, solid performance. I kind of want to pick Ben, but I kind of want to sweep it with Alan Wake, but I don't think that's possible. Nah, I gotta go Ben. You know why? Here's why. I really liked her performance in Alan Wake 2. I really did. But I can like still hear Ben Starr's delivery of lines and remember some of the scenes he did in Final Fantasy. And I haven't played that since the summer. So there you go, Ben. You broke my Final Fantasy or my Alan Wake 2 streak, you bastard. I had to take the vote back just for that. But no, we're leaving it as is. We're leaving it. It's Ben. We voted Ben. Innovation in accessibility. Okay, so this is interesting. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. It's really hard to vote on this from my perspective, just because I haven't needed technology to, I've been fortunate in not needing additional accessibility to get into games. I'm kind of in the, the wide stream of people that are, we just are fortunate to not have these issues. So it's hard. I just vote on the one I think like cause it's like, all I see the advertisements. Oh, we added this feature and it's going to help, this group of people play more. I don't know if that's true or not. You just said it, but I'm not hearing the feedback from, So you know what I'm going to do? Street Fighter 6 added modern controls which helps people who aren't so good. So Street Fighter 6, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. I don't know what that means. Ah, man, and this is the first category. I didn't play any of these. We're gonna vote Terra Nil just because it's the one I'm most likely to play. And, I don't know. Sorry to the rest. I'm sure you're great. Best ongoing. How is Cyberpunk best ongoing? For outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I mean, just legitimately, it's Fortnite. It is Fortnite. They brought the island back. Got 45 million people to play the game in a day. The best ongoing game is Fortnite, objectively. Not that I play it that often. I jumped in for 2 missions and bounced. No, to me, the what I'd put on that is I would probably do Halo Infinite, because the new seasons have been rocking. I really like Forza Horizon 5, but I don't feel like they've done Sea of Thieves. I mean, really, Xbox is killing it on ongoing games. Sea of Thieves with the Monkey Island launch really should have been on that list. Shame on you. Whoever, 120 media outlets put this together. They're just ignoring that. Best community support, Cyberpunk 2077. That is like getting an award for helping the kid up that you pushed down. It can't be Destiny 2. It cannot be Destiny 2. Not for what they did. I'm not in any of these communities really. I don't know. Here's the thing. Baldur's Gate has never been rocky, and all the other 4 games have all had rocky moments. Baldur's Gate 3 has never had a rocky moment. So it's can you be the best if you've never had to go through adversity? I mean, I guess kind of technically you were always on the ball, right? But I think the quality of the game did a lot of the heavy lifting there for the community team. So we're process of eliminationing. By process of elimination, Baldur's Gate 3, sure, you get a great team. Can't pick you. Not picking Cyberpunk. Destiny 2, we know with all that just happened recently, we're not talking about their transparency and responsiveness. So it's down to Final Fantasy 14 and No Man's Sky, 2 games I have not really ever played. But everyone says No Man's Sky is pretty good now, but Final Fantasy 14, people say it's phenomenal now, right? They really turned it around. They have a whole event. So we're going Final Fantasy. You're welcome. You got the Vig Villain vote. Ooh. Okay, so I've got Cocoon downloaded. That's next on my list. I want to get to Dave. Haven't. I have played Dredge and Sea of Stars and Viewfinder. Which one is that? Oh, yeah, that's the game you adjust the camera. I think I saw that at a Day of the Devs or something. That one does look interesting. But it's going to have to be between the 2 I played, Dredge and Sea of Stars. And I really liked them both a lot. Sea of Stars is a really amazing modernization of a lot of the beloved SNES style RPGs. And truth be told, I didn't play a lot of SNES RPGs. I kind of retroactively got back into 2D RPGs after the time of the SNES was kind of long gone. I was much more, especially during that time period, much more into racing, fighting, platforming. I don't know. But I really, really like Sea of Stars. But it is just sort of an improvement of all those things. And it's a great package. Wonderful, wonderful music. I really liked it. But Dredge, here's the thing about Dredge. I don't think I've really played a game like Dredge. the mechanics were so unique and so different, just the way it was all packaged together. Honestly, like Dredge and Sea of Stars are probably two of my like top 10 games this year. So this makes it really tough. They're in a category together. I'm giving it to Dredge. I'm giving it to Dredge. Best debut. Wait a second. So I could give them best debut. I could give them best debut. And then we could give Sea of Stars best. But no, in a vacuum, I picked Dredge over Sea of Stars. And I think it's because I would replay Dredge. I don't know if that's a good vote for it. I mean, Dredge has DLC coming, and I'm going to be jumping into that, but I don't know if I would replay it without the DLC. Maybe, though. This is a lot tougher than I thought it would be. We're going back. We're going back just one. We're just going back one. Yeah, I feel better about this. I feel better. I want, you know, because I really like what Sabotage did with it. So we're giving Dredge. We're going to save that card. We're giving Dredge best debut. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, baby. That's what we're doing. Best mobile game. I didn't play any of these. I have Terra Nil downloaded though on my phone through the Netflix thing. So we're picking that because it's the one I'm interested in. Really kind of a snub that no Apple Arcade games made it on there. Best VR. I don't play VR, but I'm going to give it to Gran Turismo because that looked really cool. Best action game. I really did like Hi-Fi Rush, but I also really did like Remnant 2. That's who it's between on this for me. For me, it's Hi-Fi Rush or Remnant 2. What to do? What to do? Remnant 2. I think it's got to be Remnant 2. I really liked Hi-Fi Rush, but I don't know if it was just the action, if it was kind of the whole package for that game. It's the art style, the music, the vibes. I guess that's true of any game. Best action adventure. It's Alan Wake 2. If Alan Wake 2 pops up, we're picking Alan Wake 2, baby. Best RPG, including massively multiplayer experiences. Huh. Which this year, none. I guess Baldur's Gate 3 has co-op, but that's not massively multiplayer. The story fell off in Final Fantasy 16 for me. And story is a big part of that game. No. I mean, good, but it wasn't necessarily the role-playing parts of it that I found good. It's got to be Starfield. I mean, I'm going to be on this list. Starfield is the one I'll be playing next year and probably the year after. Oh, this is an easy one. It's got to be Street Fighter 6. I fear Mortal Kombat's going to win. I think it's the most popular name, but it's had more problems, I think. And Street Fighter 6, just, I mean, come on. Come on, baby. It's Street Fighter 6. It's got my boy Luke on there, too. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's me. I'm Luke. Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play. Where's Alan Wake 2? Where's Alan Wake 2? Oh. I don't have like kids. I feel like this is about like best game to play with your kids is really what this seems about. And I mean, Party Animals is probably, I bet that'd be pretty fun to play as a family. But so would Mario. We're going to say Mario. Yeah, because like the movie just came out and kids probably gotta love it. Best sim or strat. Well, I fell off Fire Emblem Engage. And this is 2 FPS. And I have not tried the others. But I don't want to award this because I feel like I really liked the direction they were going with Three Houses, and I want them to go back that direction. Personally, I know like longtime fans probably think this is more of a return to form. I don't care. But this was a classic, and I don't think they really messed up the reboot, so we're just going to say this. Best sports racing. I mean, on this list, let's see. This is going to sound crazy. I wish you could include like DLC, because the rally DLC for Forza Horizon 5 was phenomenal. And that was this year, right? Am I making that up? Yeah, March 30th, 2023. Okay, so yeah, that was. I am correct. That's not what we want. There we go. That's what we wanted. I am correct. But of these, I got to go Forza. Okay, I got to be honest with you. I don't know that co-op goes on the. I don't know. Co-op and multiplayer together, like. Here, I do a lot of people. I don't know. I'm gonna go Street Fighter. It's just weird to me that not a single shooter ended up on that list. But I guess that's not. I mean, I guess no really big multiplayer shooters came out this year. I think it's just the genre I primarily play, and it's mainly been updates that I've been focused on, right? Like things like Warhammer Darktide or Halo Infinite. Deep Rock Galactic. Those are the kind of shooters I normally play, and I guess those are all just kind of getting updates. All right, let's see. Best adaptation. I mean, dude, the Super Mario Brothers movie. I haven't seen Twisted Metal. I can't speak to that. I haven't seen Gran Turismo. I haven't seen Castlevania. Started this. I think I only watched the first episode, though. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm not a big The Last of Us story person. Like, I don't know, like, I don't think it's that. It's not like the best story in gaming or anything like that. It's, I've read The Road. I've read like a better version of that story. I don't know. It didn't hook me. Like both actors, but Super Mario Brothers movie though. That's the choice. I mean, it was a great movie. Yeah, fun all around. It's yeah. It's true. It's true. Most anticipated game. Like, am I okay? Wait. That is demonstrably recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. To push it forward. Like, I don't think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to push. Like, this is a terrible list. I don't think any of these games are going to push the medium forward. Like, what is an original thing any of these games are doing? Like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is probably not going to be much different than Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is a retelling of Final Fantasy, and Hades 2 it's Hades 1, and it's going into early access, so it's going to go through the same rigmarole process the first one did. I don't know, man. Like a Dragon is probably just going to be more Like a Dragon. Star Wars Outlaws, maybe, but they did say it's going to be a very hub world. It's not a huge, long game. Tekken 8, I mean, it looks solid. So I'm not going to listen to demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We're not doing that. We're doing most anticipated game for me, and that's tough too, because So I'm very excited for Hades 2. And I was watching the trailer. I was like, yeah, another Hades. Yeah. And then early access. And it's like, that sucks. I don't want it to go into early access. And Star Wars, the game looks good. And I'm a big fan of Massive. But I'm also very burnt on Star Wars. Like a lot of those Disney properties like Star Wars and Marvel, they have just hammered us with content, and I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of these worlds. It's too much. So even as much as I like Massive, because I'm a huge fan of The Division, I'm like cautiously hoping that's a cool game, but I'm very tired of. I didn't think I'd say this as a kid. I was obsessed with Star Wars. I read all the Star Wars novels. I had the action figures. I had Star Wars posters. You know, I played the shit out of Rogue Squadron on the N64. Big fan of all of that. But they've somehow managed to just hammer it into the ground. And I'm more of a Street Fighter guy than a Tekken guy. I might dabble in Tekken when it's on sale, but I've never been that good at it. Fighting games are tough because you either have to be all in on fighting games, like all in, this is what I play, I main fighting games, or you have to just pick one series and kind of roll with that. And for me, like I mainly just roll with Street Fighter. So it's going to have to be this. I mean, this sucks, man, because I could think of other games that I'm more anticipating, but Hades 2. We're gonna say Hades 2. I'm putting way more thought into this than I think it maybe is. Oh my gosh. I'm going to vote. I don't know any of these people. So I'm going to vote for somebody and it's going to be like, oh, they are canceled now. They said this thing about whatever and you're bad for supporting them. So, uh-oh. So yeah, really, I don't know. I don't know any of these people at all. Cypher PK is a esports guy, right? He plays Call of Duty. Quackity. Spreen. I don't know. We're moving on. I don't know. Best esports game. I just have really not a lot to say here because I don't know. None of these are really. Best esports athlete. We're going to go with best name for this one, I think. In fact, that's what we're going to do for all of these. We're backing up. And obviously the best name is Quackity. Here's what we're going to do. No, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up. We're going to pull them up. Quackity.
Sir, with over 200,000 members, we are still looking for talent. But now Talent 2019 special guest here. KSI.
No. And then we got Iron Mouse.
Hello.
No.
Oh, what are video views, twins? What, Chris? I can't hear you. Shall I say my line? That's terrific, but you know, we really.
This is the one to beat right now, okay? Spreen. You know, initially I was going to do who had the funniest name, but this is better, I think, to get a little taste of who they are. Draw my leaf.
Ok.
Draw my
Antes
lift.
que nada me presento. Soy Iván, mejor
Draw my
conocido
lift.
como Sprint. Acá todos me conocen con ese nombre. Y en este video
You know what, though?
es justo
I don't hate it. It's not as good as that. The guy's going down the zippy line. The zip line. All right, last up, Cypher PK. I feel like I've heard this name. I feel like this is like a...
Fortnite is the biggest game in the world, but 10 years ago, it looked like this. Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite.
It's free.
Yeah, but Cypher, who are you? He's not on a zip line. Who was people make games? They were on a zip line. Next category. All right, best esports. Valve and Riot each have 2. That doesn't seem fair. I'm just gonna say Valorant because it's yeah. We don't. I wasted too much time on the other stuff. Best esports athlete. We're just going with. I play Call of Duty, so I'm just voting for the guy in my esport. He's in my esport. Best esports team. Team Vitality. JD Gaming. Gaming Gladiators, but they spell gaming wrong. Fnatic. And then Evil Geniuses. We're going to give it to Evil Geniuses. I like the name. Best esports coach. Potter, Zonic, Goomba, X2QZZZ. X2QZ. X2Q. It's not him. Hummy. League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Overwatch, Counter-Strike, Valorant. Oh, I think this is Evil Geniuses, so we're going to keep it going with. Good job. Good job, Christine Potter. Chi. Best esports event. Oh, Evo. For sure. That's the only one I even tune into. Boom. One more. You've reached the edge. Return home. What did I not vote in? What's rewind? Oh, no, I don't. I don't want to rewind. Did I vote in everything? I guess I did. Votes cast, 30 of 31. Game of the year is. Oh, it almost didn't have my game of the year. Oh, good thing we got that in there. And those are the nominees for the Game Awards 2023. Cool.